own data, almost all fentanyl in the US comes from Mexico, not Venezuela. And what does come through Venezuela is just a fraction of what's trafficked around the world, maybe 10% at most. In fact, you might even remember earlier this year, the president was punishing Canada for being a proxy of fentanyl.
The fentanyl coming through Canada is massive. The fentanyl coming through Mexico is massive.
So Canada is arguably the bigger offender here. But we're told that Venezuela is the new Colombia, right? And why is that? It's because of the way it's framed. Because if you call something a drug problem, then that's a small law enforcement issue. But if you call it narco-terrorism, then that's a pretense for a war. And once you declare a war, you do not need approval from Congress. You don't need evidence. You can just go to war.
On Inauguration Day, President Trump signed an executive order paving the way to label drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
So it's very important that the first step of any story like this one is that you have to reclassify the threat to a group of terrorists, not criminals, because that gives the US legal and political cover to launch operations in Venezuela and even allow drone strikes, which the US has also been doing. So step one, always the same. Create a boogeyman, call it a threat, and get the public to support the idea that this is about morality. It's the right thing to do, right? Okay, but maybe some of us don't really care all that much about the drug problem because it doesn't really personally affect us, so who cares? And that's why there's another narrative that we're told about, and that's the narrative of socialism. This is the part of the story that says, Venezuela is living proof that socialism could never work. The country collapsed because of corruption and bad planning and government control, and that is true. Venezuela has been through one of the worst economies in modern history. Their hyperinflation has destroyed anyone who's trying to save money. Their currency has become worthless. Millions of people have left the country, and yes, that happened under a corrupt socialist government. But here's the part I think less people know about. Because while it is true that socialism and corruption played a role in it, it is also true that the US never really wanted Venezuela to succeed because sanctions made by the US made everything a lot worse.